All right, man. What up? What up? What up, man? We got to touch on some of these messages and stuff like that. Like I say, I always like to go live and just touch on certain things like that. So I got a message. Somebody want to know about scaling the box truck business. Is it possible to do that? And then he says, what about if a rental? If he's in a rental? So the my main thing, and like I always say about scaling, is especially right now, starting out. If you're starting out in the box truck business, fresh, brand new, and you don't have any contacts, you don't have any you're not working with any direct people, not even a dispatcher, no direct shippers or receivers or anything like that. It's gonna be hard to scale a business because what are you scaling it based on? Because like that's like saying, okay, this week you may have made $3,500. That don't mean you're gonna make $3,500 every week. And then you got to look at the fact that even if you did make $3,500 this week, you didn't technically make $3,500 because then you got to take out the gas you spent. You got to take out all the money that you spent. Some people pay themselves out of what they make per week because at the end of the day, you still got to live. So scaling your business is kind of hard to do, and it's something you can do if you want to have a goal to work towards, but it's not nothing that's really guaranteed like that unless you have guaranteed work. You can't really scale something that's day to day because you like I say, you may make 35 this week. Next week you might only work one day. So that's far from 3,500. So you got to keep all that into consideration when you're talking about scaling and renting a box truck. You might as well forget about it because by the time and that's why I'm making the live. By the time you pay the damn rental back and the fees and all of that and put the gas in that, you ain't made no damn money. Like you literally, when you renting, you may feel like you're making money, but at the least, you're just replacing the money that you spent. Maybe a couple $100, $200, $300, if that. But it's not very likely that you're going to be profitable renting, let alone trying to scale a rental business. It's not going to even. It's not going to work. I tell people all the time, renting is good to do if you're trying to test the waters. If you're a person that just want to see if the box truck business is for you, then go rent because it's not about the money; it's about the experience and exposure to the business. But I definitely wouldn't. I wouldn't even rent a box truck and try to base my business off that because it's not going to work for you. So hopefully that should answer your question, man. Because you'll put yourself behind the eight ball trying to scale with a rental and for that matter trying to scale period because starting off it's hard to get loads. Everybody making these videos, I wonder why nobody don't talk about that. When you starting out, it's not easy. I'm not saying you can't, but it's not easy to get loads. It's not They're not just gonna start coming like that. It don't work like that. You know a lot of you got to have at least 60 days up to 180 before people will start working with you. Some people will work with you fresh out, but it's not many. It's slim to none. So and as we all know, Amazon changed up their requirements. So now it's 180 days for them. There's a reason for that. So trying to scale is a little shaky, but I mean it's good to have a goal. It's always good to have goals, but you want to be realistic at the same time. And then I had a dude send me a message the other day. He wants to know if it's possible. He want to know if it's possible to make 100,000. And he was like, everybody says you can make money, but he was like, oh well, you can make money at McDonald's. When people got to have the right mentality coming into this because if you've never ran business, done anything like that, you know that all the money you make is not yours, and uh, uh more than half of the money that you make got to go back into your business. So I'm trying to tell him like you talking about if you can make 100,000, even if you do make 100,000, you're not gonna have 100,000 because you got a truck payment, you got insurance, you got gas, you probably got to pay to park your truck, breakdowns, tires, light bulbs, everything costs, and something's gonna go out. If you driving a truck every day, something's gonna go out, regardless of what it is. Oil change is anywhere from 350 to 425 for an oil change. So you if you got your mind set on making 100,000, you got to realize how much work you got to do to make 100,000, which and then you're going to be spending more money. So that's why people don't really understand this shit. Yeah, you gotta be a hustler. You gotta be about the money first and foremost. Then you gotta be at least have the business mind to know all the money I'm making ain't for me. You got to put that shit back into your business. So that way you got a lump sum of money if anything ever happens. And what people need to do, I made a video about this, but before you get into the box truck business, you got to work on it. If you don't work on your credit, people are getting in this talking about they got a little money, but this shit gonna suck that money up. You better believe that. The box truck business is gonna suck that money up. If you ain't got no credit, you need to work on that first. You need to work on that first so you can have some you can have a extra helping hand if need be. Because one thing I know, when the maintenance hit and the breakdowns and all that come into play, you don't want to suck up all your cash capital that you got. You're gonna need that there for when everything goes wrong. You might want to try to swipe that card. That's why I try to say if you work on your credit, you need to cross your T's and dot your I's. You can't worry about making 100,000. Worry about making your credit score right. I'm not saying his is not. I'm just generally speaking. Those are the type of things you need to worry about before you even get into the trying to get your authority and things like that. Because when the times get slow and them loads ain't hitting and the loads is cheap, what do? It's funny too for me being in the business and then people who are not in it talk about, oh yeah, I already got my rate per mile I need to run my truck and to make a profit. If it was that easy, we all would be 10 trucks 10 trucks minimum in the fleet right now. It don't work like that. Plans don't go like that. So while you sitting there thinking that, oh, okay, I got my rate per mile planned out, all I need is X Y Z to make a profit. What if the rates ain't that? What if when you trying to book the load, the brokers ain't trying to they not trying to pay that? Then what do? You got to keep all that shit into consideration. So what you got is cool. It's good to know that, but that don't mean that's how the game go. That's not how the game go. You can't get out there and just think because everybody else is people on the internet have been doing this for a while. They got a book of networks that they could probably call brokers or brokers call them because that's how I have. I got brokers calling me, not all the time, but I got brokers that call and I got people I can reach out to and people that I work directly with. That's that Townsend peace, man, peace. That's how it go. You can't sit there and it's always good to have your eggs and all your eggs in a row. But just know that just because you got it planned like that don't mean it's gonna work like that. You gotta prepare and plan for the times that you're not prepared and planned for. So while you may need X, Y, and Z to move, they might only pay you half that. Then what do? You gonna sit parked or you gonna take that? What do? So you gotta make sure you know what you're doing, man. Making 100,000 a year, that's cool, but if you make 100,000 a year, um, gross, how much money do you think you spending in gas to make 100,000 a year with no contracts, just booking loads, no guaranteed work? How much money do you think you gonna spend? Whether it be hotels, the gas, the food, breakdowns, any type of maintenance. Think about that. That's a lot of mileage that you're driving. That means you get more oil changes more frequent. It's a lot of money. And by the time the year up and you looking at your summer, you be like, damn, I made this, but damn, I spent this. So so you may have made 120,000 that year, but you probably spent 60,000. I'm telling you, it get real. So don't be against getting a company job to learn how this go, get your feet wet, and try to learn the business so you know what to do when you start your own. You already know, okay, boom, I'm gonna go check these people over here because woo, woo, woo. You got to do shit like that. Don't be against getting a job because you see everybody on the internet saying they making all this damn money when it don't really go like that. People is probably telling you what they make before expenses, before they pay themselves, before they pay their bills, they rent, they mortgage, they light bill, and all that. What you got after that? Because don't get it twisted like people is making $150,000 a year and they got 150,000 in their account. It don't work like that. Now, obviously, we know that that's for even people who've had jobs. You get whatever you get, 80,000 a year. At the end of the year, you don't got 80,000 in your bank account. Let's get that. Let's get to that. So don't think this is any different. And you got to pay taxes. I don't know if people is talking about that. So we gonna keep it on 100,000 because that's what he said. You make 100,000, you're not getting taxed. So not only are you paying all this money for the maintenance and what we all know the overhead for the run of trucking business is, now you got to pay that lump sum tax money. And some people could do it quarterly or some people do it annually. That's up to you, however you choose to do it. People not talking about that. You still got to pay taxes on that. What do you do? So while you worried about making 100,000, you need to be trying to figure out how you can get longevity in the business. 100,000 ain't shit. If you make 100,000, how much you spending? At least half of that. So he's saying you can make money at McDonald's. You're right, but when you work at McDonald's, if the lights go out, you ain't got to call FP&L. You're gonna sit down and you still getting paid. You work at Walmart and that forklift stop. That don't worry about it. They gotta deal with that. Your money keep coming. Not when you run your own company. When you ain't on the road, you still spending money and nothing ain't coming in. When that truck break down, you still spending money, ain't nothing coming in. People need to talk about that or express that. That's why I try to be transparent. People need to talk more about that because it ain't about the money. You're gonna make money, but you responsible for a lot more. And don't get fooled out here thinking that you're gonna be a millionaire off one truck. And don't even get me started with them damn rentals. You ain't making no money, no millionaire. Don't buy none of that shit that they telling you. You cannot be no millionaire with a rental, and you're not gonna be a millionaire with one truck. It's impossible. Now you can make some good money. You can make some good money, but you need fleets of trucks. You need fleets of trucks. And even then, that still is a lot of money. Because now you're responsible for all these insurances, all these maintenances, all these breakdowns, everything, all them oil changes. It's a lot of money. It's a whole lot of money. So people need to pay attention to that. Now, I ain't gonna lie, man. I'm out here in the YouTube universe like everybody else. And I done came across some shit here, man, on YouTube, man. I'm we gonna take a look at this damn video here, boy. I say, boy, these people out here crazy. It's shit funny though. Hold on. This shit crazy, y'all. We're gonna watch this.
From gang members. This is why their price is low like that. Now you're gonna find the ones that are gonna charge 150, 200, 300. You'll find them.
We talking about lot lizards, y'all. Y'all see it. Top 5 best cities to buy lot lizards. Can't make this shit up.
But it's a majority of them want 60, 80, 40. You understand? So
the boy says 60, 80, 40. Y'all buying some lot lizard monkey, man, for $40.
Another thing I like about Chicago is these bitches up here, these bitches in Chicago, man, they with it, man. They with the shits, man. They with giving top. You know, that's what they say. That's what they say in Chicago. They with giving top. They with all that. Any fantasy you need, any fetish you got. You know, pretty much the Chicago bitch gonna, you know, she gonna be with it, man. You know what I'm saying? Of course, you definitely gonna have, out of any place, you definitely gonna have to watch your back and watch for the setup, watch for the setups, and you're gonna really have to pick and choose. Like when you're on a website, I ain't gonna get a website on YouTube, but when you're on a website,
She said, I
you
ain't gonna
know,
get a
make sure you're
website.
looking up addresses, looking up areas, looking at the crime rate around the area. Like, make sure you do your homework before you meet up with these females. Understand? Coming to Chicago, coming up to Chicago, buying lot lists, you definitely want to be careful.
He talking about drive around the area, know the area. How the hell you supposed to drive around the area in a semi truck and box truck riding around like that? That shit crazy.
Something, knife, gun. You definitely don't want to come assed out type. And you definitely want to get a rubber for Chicago females. You definitely want to get a rubber. And
that boy said get a
if
rubber.
you can with Chicago women, if you can, especially if you fucking with some ratchet ones, if you can, you might want to take her from her element and go somewhere that's more safe. You might want to ride a Juliet. You know what I'm saying? You might want to ride outskirts of Chicago if that's possible. You don't really want to be a sitting duck in Chicago, right? But
crazy.
other than that, man, they got every flavor you want in Chicago. Every race up here. It's a big city.
That boy said every flavor. It's like Baskin Robbins.
Number 4, Dallas, Texas. Dallas, Texas. That's where you want to be, man.
International.
One thing about Dallas, Texas, man. The reason why Dallas, Texas is in the top 5 because most women in Dallas, you know, they about their business, man. They ain't with none of that. Like, of course you can get set up anywhere, but they really about their business, man. They really about their money, man.
Man, my damn computer died, y'all. My bad. I had to run out there and get my goddamn my charger. I didn't even think this shit was gonna stay on. But hold on, let me go back to this video. I know some people left. They probably thought I went off, but hold on. I guess they'll check it when it go live. I gotta go back to that boy, man. He said, "How many views this bullshit got? Niggas think with the wrong head." Hey Townsend, man, you know how it go, man. It's always been like that. Hold on.
A big category on white girls. You like white girls. You like amigos. If you like Japanese. If you like black. You know they down there. You gonna pay a little bit more than Chicago. This ain't. You gonna pay a little bit more. You gonna 80 and up. They probably started like 80. If you want something decent, like you want some trash, yeah, 40. You know, you can pay 40 anyway. You want some trash, but in Dallas, yeah, you might want to get something good. You might want to pay about 150. You know what I'm saying? Definitely still want to use a rubber. You can rock out in the rooms. Up there, you can rock out with the rooms. Like if she got a decent room, you see the area, you can rock out right there, man. Still bring you a weapon. You gotta have it. Dallas gonna supply. They gonna supply you, man. They got everything up there for you, man. Whatever you own, they own, man. So Dallas definitely that's definitely a legendary city, man. And we're gonna follow up with number 4. We're gonna follow up with number 3. We're gonna go like a couple hours down the road and go to Houston, Texas.
That boy international.
That's the Golden Corral. That's the buffet, man. They got everything.
Well, the man said Houston is the Golden Corral for the lot lizards. This boy crazy. And Golden Corral ain't even that good. God damn.
These hoes down there, they about their business, man. In Houston, they got a lot of pimps. Controlling these women. So that's what you want. You want to fuck with the prostitute. They got a pimp because you know it's gonna be strictly business. It's gonna be strictly business. But what you just gotta watch out for is your wallet. Like make sure you don't have a lot of no stuff on it. Maybe you want to leave your CDLs or something in your back car in the truck, something stashed somewhere in the truck. You don't want to know what I'm saying because there's a lot of pickpocketing going on.
So leave your bank card in the truck.
So you definitely want to be careful with that. Definitely watch the area. Same rules, every state, every city. Same rules. Houston, definitely, man. They got all flavors, man. Anything you want, slim, thick, fat, black, white. You know, it don't matter mix. You know what I'm saying? They cooking. They might find one that might be.
You can't work hard and then go. No, you can't do that.
You don't know how nasty you might eat their food. You know what I'm saying? That's on you. That float your boat. Anything you know, any kind of fetish you want, man. And if you go this way, they got everything. They got everything down there. They got trainees. They got everything.
Not the Transformers.
They got everything. Whatever you want, they got it. Texas got it, man. Whatever you want. You want a woman, you want a man, they got it, man.
Oh man, he out of there.
So what can I say, man? Texas, man. Everything big in Texas, what they say, man.
What?
You definitely can get a room in Houston. You can get a room, decent room. You good. Like it's about their money, man. Don't make sure you use a rubber. Still use a rubber. Don't be trying to tongue kiss the females. Don't be trying to do that. No, they look thick and all. Don't be trying to tongue kiss. Don't be trying to go raw. You know what I'm saying? I prefer to get hit from all of them. Like any city, like I'm cool on the pussy and shit. I'm cool on that. Just, you know what I'm saying? Because I need to watch that door just in case you got it set up so I can be able to kill you and, you know what I'm saying? So I can get on about my life.
Yo.
Understand that. So, Houston, I definitely rock with Houston, man.
This man off the chain and he drive trucks.
About their business, man. I ain't gonna say you can get comfortable, but man, it ain't too much. As long as you ain't in the wrong place, you good, man. Number two, we're going to rock with Las Vegas. Take it to the west. So Las Vegas, of course, Las Vegas about their business, man. Really about their business more than any place. Like Las Vegas, you know, if it ain't no only risk you gotta worry about Las Vegas is if you want to go raw or like pickpocketing, something like that. Other than that, you good, man. You gonna pay the most in Vegas out of any state. Like they gonna tax you, especially if you're doing the legit way. They gonna tax you. So you might want to find something. You know what I'm saying? Off a website or something, might get a little better deal. If you're into the massage and want some fun time, that's what they gonna whatever. I think that's what they say, fun time and all that.
Man, that boy, you could tell that boy live on the road. God damn. You know where that boy check going? That boy been all over the globe. From Maine to Spain. That boy doing it big. God damn. Nah, that boy said $40, $50, $60. Boy said you got to go search out the area. They ain't got time for all that shit, man. Hey, man, y'all be safe out there, goddamn. That shit real, boy. Mm. Yeah, man. But people getting in, man. Make sure y'all know your net and gross, man. Make sure you know that, man. It sounds kind of kind of dumb, I guess, for me to even say that, but I think a lot of people got it confused, man. You got to make sure you know the difference, man. Because like I was saying earlier, man, just because you make X amount don't mean that's what you really got. You gotta see what you made, then what you had to spend, and then like I say, that still doesn't what. And when I say what you spent, I'm talking about on your business. That don't have nothing to do with clothes. We're going to Walmart, Sam's Club, your kids, your bills, light bill. That none of that shit. I'm not talking about that. That's separate. So when you realistically, when you sit there and say you need to make 100,000 a year, that's not really any money. You need to shoot for more than that, because if you make 100,000, you probably gonna walk away with like 50,000 for the year, and for that you could go get a job and get you experience. So that way, when you start your own authority, you ain't got to worry about high ass insurance. You don't have to worry about this and that, and you'll have experience with the DOT, like it's everything plays a part. So I don't know, man, and I would suggest get your CDL license. You get your CDL license, then you could get hazmat, you could get tanker endorsements. That open up more lanes for you to get money. Even if you still choose to go the box truck route, at least now you can, you know what? Let me go try to get off in the semi game. Let me do this. There's some companies out there, you know, that you could get on. So you just gotta see what's out there, man. But you definitely want to know what you're getting in and getting into, because a lot of people that start in the box truck business never ran a business, never were in that type of, you just been you've been working for somebody, which is not a problem. Everybody did that, and you got to start somewhere. But at the same time, you can't get it twisted. Like I can't get off that because the dude said he want to make 100,000, and it's like, for you to make 100,000, he said he could make money at McDonald's. You might as well do that, because you're only gonna walk away with like a 50, if that, and that's if everything went right. If you got breakdowns and all that shit, you might as well. It's over with, man. You might as well cancel Christmas at that point. But I'm not trying to discourage anybody. I just want people to be in the know and not going into shit blind, because a lot of people getting in the business blind and don't know what the hell to expect. They just going based on what somebody's saying on the internet, which you can't never believe somebody on the online. You can't. Anybody can say anything online, man. So yeah, man. I came across that video, man. Buddy with them lot lizards. That boy got the game, man. But I got another video here I came across with the Tesla semis. It looks like they dropped some shit down over there in Cali. My bad, y'all. My shit.
What if you could do SEO smarter,
my shit going slow,
and faster?
$69 US Special Forces device turns men into beasts. This Marine Corps officer is bringing military technology to the public by inventing a device that...
Tesla semi-trucks have arrived in Sacramento as PepsiCo Beverages North America rolls out their commercial fleet of electric semis. Sacramento facility unveiled a fleet of 18 trucks this morning.
I ain't gonna lie, I made a video maybe 6 months ago, 6 months to a year ago about the electric truck. And I said that. I said they said 0 emissions, no oil change, no none of that. And I had somebody in my comments talking about it's impossible. And now look.
13 Sacra Gray is getting answers on how these bold new additions can provide environmental benefits to our local area.
I'm ready to roll! Charged up and ready to hit the roads. These 18 Tesla semi-tractors are tattooed with their purpose, driving in the direction of sustainability.
The reality is that transportation, like heavy-duty trucks, impacts low-income communities who live in this area. We also rely on the work and the jobs in this area. This is a way for us to clean our air and have a strong and healthy economy at the same time and have a better future for our kids.
The Sacramento area is one of the first metropolitan areas in the country to integrate these trucks. The city is now 18 steps closer to achieving its goal of 75,000 zero-emission vehicles by 2025. For PepsiCo, it's just the beginning. Their goal is to reach net zero emissions by 2040.
We want to lead in this space, and I think we have an organization that's putting that on the street and letting people know what we want to do from a sustainability standpoint, and what we want is other companies to follow.
The fleet of big, blue, futuristic-looking trucks are expected to eliminate over 1,000 metric tons of greenhouse gas annually.
This is an exciting new day where kids in this neighborhood can say, look, this is the future in technology, and we're going to be part of it, but most importantly, we're going to have clean air to breathe. We have to do this not only just here in South Sacramento, but across California.
This was all made possible through a grant from the Sacramento Metropolitan.
I ain't gonna lie, man. I know them trucks probably cost an arm and a leg, but that should have saved you money in the long run, boy. But I already know when them shits drop, boy, them trucks, that tag gonna be high as hell, boy. But you saving a whole lot of motherfucking money with that shit, boy. Most definitely. I can only imagine what that tag looked like, though. Electric everything, no emissions. They're gonna put mechanics out of business, boy. Anyhow, they put more of those on the street, boy. It's gonna be a sad day in the diesel world. Let me see that. That's crazy. Y'all. Let me show y'all who get donkey of the day, y'all.
Look at this exclusive video from Bomberito Automotive Group Skyfox. It aired on Fox 2 and News 11 yesterday evening. All during the rush hour on Interstate 64. Troopers tried to stop the semi-cab that was stolen in Minnesota. And the driver, well, he made it all the way to Mason Road, where he crashed into a dumpster at Mason Ridge Elementary School. This is him turning onto the street. No one was injured. The driver was arrested.
Look at this fool. I need somebody to tell me what is the point of doing that. Does anybody know what's the point of doing that? You steal a semi truck, people stealing box trucks, semis, you ain't gonna make it no damn where. And it's like a billboard that you driving. Come on, man. These people steal these cars, act like they in a Honda Civic or some shit like that, man. These people dumb as hell, man. They gotta do better than that, man. Police tried to put the little spikes on his ass. These people crazy, man. These people are crazy, bro. Let me see if I could find this. Yeah, I got another video too.
Big story on Action News this noon is developing right now.
Why does it keep doing that?
Big story on Action News this noon is developing right now. $100,000 worth of dimes was stolen from a tractor trailer in Northeast Philadelphia.
Take a look at Chopper 6 here. Shows all those dimes there. You see them
Yeah,
scattered
y'all see all
across
that
the
money on
parking
the
lot.
ground?
This is at Philadelphia Mill.
I didn't
just off
even
of
know
Woodhaven
semi
Road.
trucks
Now,
hauled off
police sources
chains
say
like
the
that.
parked trailer was filled with about $750,000 in dimes when this break-in happened overnight.
Action News reporter
750,000.
Maggie Kent is live there on the scene with the latest from investigators. Maggie. Sarah and John, this is incredible when you think about the magnitude, the amount of money that we're talking about, and the amount of dimes that means. Police were estimating about $100,000 was stolen. That means about 1,000,000 dimes was taken from this trailer that's parked between Walmart and the Mavis Discount Tire and Lomax Carpet and Tile Mart. It's in the Philadelphia Mills Shopping Center. Chopper 6 was overhead this morning. The sparkling, shining pile of dimes spilling out of that parked trailer in the parking lot just off the mall. The cargo was loaded up at the Philadelphia Mint yesterday. Police say the truck driver parked here overnight. He went home not far away and got some sleep before a long day of driving down to Florida. But when he returned in the morning, he found somebody had broken into the trailer using bolt cutters and stolen hundreds of thousands of dimes.
And they were trying to cross-load the dimes into other things to carry it away. There's dimes all over the parking lot.
I feel like if they try to go to the bank and cash all of it in, then they're going to get caught and they'll be like, well, where did you get all these dimes from?
Ain't nobody gonna take it to the bank.
Good question. Police are going to have quite the project here. There was an estimated $750,000 worth of dimes inside that trailer to begin with. So in order to tally and clean up everything, it's going to be quite the project, of course. Again, they estimate about $100,000. It's hard to exactly know for sure how much was taken overnight, but this is an area with a lot of surveillance cameras. Police are hoping that surveillance captures the people who are responsible and, of course, what kind of vehicle they got away in. We're live in the Northeast. Maggie Kent, Channel 6, Action News. Sarah?
Man, that's a lot of goddamn change, boy. $100,000 in dimes? I was just about to say that. The man parked the truck at Walmart and then went home to sleep, and then all of a sudden that shit happened. Come on, man. That boy got at least a 20 out there. 100,000 in dimes? Who the hell know that semi truck got money in it? Think about it. I didn't even know they did that. If you got something that worth that much money, I feel like Brinks or Garda Truck or whatever the hell the other one is. I feel like they supposed to be dealing with that. Since when a semi truck doing shit like that? That shit sound weird. Not to say he wasn't hauling it. Obviously he was, but that's definitely an inside job, man. He ain't supposed to be doing that shit type of shit. 100, that's a lot of money. Nah, man, them boys, definitely inside job. The man parked the truck at Walmart and then went home to sleep. I thought that was the whole purpose of the damn semi truck. Come on, man. They gonna question the shit out that boy, man. It's over with for that. Ain't no way. Exactly. How the hell you know it's money on there? You can't see through the damn doors. And ain't nobody got that good of luck. All them trucks parked on at Walmart. Mm-mm. That shit ain't happening. How the truck coming, Townsend? Gotta be on point out here, man. Gotta be smarter than that, man, because you do something like that, they gonna look at you first, off rip. So you got anything to do with that, it's gonna be hard to get to talk your way out of that. You know, what are the chances of that shit happening at that Walmart with that particular load? Buddy gonna end up doing some time for that shit. Definitely gonna have to see if I can follow and keep up with that. I ain't gonna lie. Hold on. I think I got. Hold on, man. I ain't trying to lot lizard y'all to death, but hold on, man. I was on that boy. Hold on. I think I got one more for y'all. Hold on. Hold on. This dude is killing me, man. Hold on. Yup. That boy got the game. He giving the gang ya how to buy lot lizards. Oh man.
Look at the shoulders, all that. You need to look at all that. You know, understand that? So yeah, definitely. You know, I mean, unless you know what I'm saying. You young buck. You like Chingy. You know what I'm saying? Bobby Valentino, Eddie Murphy back in the day. I always been a CD DVD collector on violence and street like that's what you gotta. That's the only way you'll survive through that. Like you ain't just like going in and out, like getting your route, going to stuff. You wanna go into the woods. You don't know that. You don't know about what's on 79th Street in Chicago. You don't know who beefing with who. You don't know about the MCs and the BDs and the GDs. So you shouldn't be buying their prostitutes because they prostitutes connected to killers, and the killers gonna kill you. You know what I'm saying? Understand that. So places like Chicago, Indiana, St. Louis, like these places really violent. Baltimore, Baton Rouge.
You could tell him that boy thinking hard. He thinking about all the states that he done bought that monkey in, man. Look at him. That boy experienced.
Parts of California, certain parts of New York City, like these places that get you robbed or killed. Some like more so New York City, more robbed. You might get lined up. They may shoot you, but if you give it up proper, they might just take it. You know what I'm saying? What you got, but places like Chicago and Baltimore, you might lose your life. Understand that, duh. So you need to be googling. You need to be googling what states got a high murder rate. Understand that?
Hey, there it is. Before y'all buy that monkey, man, Google the crime rate.
Understand?
Oh,
Prostitutes are connected to pimps and murderers or robbers.
This dude crazy.
So if you ain't, that's why I say you need to have that gun. You need to be able to use it. You see what I'm saying? Another thing, do not. I repeat, do not. This is an important one. Listen up. Do not bring no hoe back to your truck. That's the dumbest thing you can do. Don't do that. Don't do that. Like you need to be. You can't because you're too blindsided in the truck. Like you know what I'm saying? Like you got a better chance of getting killed bringing it in your truck because you closed in. You can't really move. You know what I'm saying? It could be four. It could be four dudes. You know what I'm saying? Run up on the truck. Like you only can shoot through that way. It could be a dude like. I could send two dudes in the front, two dudes in the back of your truck. So you got bullet holes coming through the back of the cab, and you can't see because you ain't got no window back right here. You only can see right here. You know what I'm saying? That's another reason why you need two guns. I wouldn't bring no chick back to the truck unless you really know the chick. Like this, like You know her, like, and you know what I'm saying? It's all love, love, love. You know what I'm saying? Always get a room, like, cause it don't matter, like, anybody tell you, like, why you won't get a room or get. It don't matter where you bring her to. If it's a setup, it's a setup. It don't matter if you bring her to the truck. It don't matter if you go to her room. It don't matter if you get your room. If the plan was to set you up, it's gonna. You need to be looking for more upscale. You need to be going and spend the money, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, 200 or up, like 150 or up, or better. You know what I'm saying? You'll be more on the safe end. We're talking about being safe, so you can wake up, make it see the next day. For you, you need to be on 150 and up. These girls, they more about their business. They ain't with the. You know what I'm saying? They more clean. They more. I can't really speak on that. I'm gonna say they more. They feel more like a woman.
That boy thought about that. He like, hold on, I can't say they clean because they still out here selling monkeys. So I can't say that. He said, hold on.
A lot of these hoes, they feel like the streets. They feel rough. Like, these girls, $60, $40, they got a lot of customers. The girls is 200, 300. They really don't got a lot of customers, so they got more. They ain't been getting drugged all day, all week. Ain't too many people gonna just be spending 200, 300, 350. None of that. So you need to be, you know what I'm saying? You need to be doing it like that.
Oh man, boy, this shit crazy. Hey, trying to charge me extra fees like 3,400. Oh my god. Yeah, he been robbed a lot. That boy been around, man. You could tell. You could tell he probably ain't gonna put it out there, but you could tell he probably done been through some shit all them damn places he been. That's how he know. How you know they robbing if they ain't ever robbed you or nobody that you know what I'm saying? So that's what it sounded like to be. Man, I came across that shit. I said, boy, this man is crazy. That boy telling you how and where, what to look for. I'm like, God damn. Save your money while you're on that road, y'all. Save y'all money, man, because that shit add up. You put that in the budget. He talking about 150, 200, 250. That shit add up. You go see four of them, that's a stack right there. So shit, you gotta take all that shit into consideration, man. Man, that's crazy, man. You got you on the road yet, Anthony Townsend? You rolling? This shit crazy, man. A week, I think, truck ready on the 24th. That's what's up, man. Blessings, man. That shit gonna feel like Christmas when that shit pull up. Shit, all the video. Man, these people crazy, man. Hold on, man. It's going down out here in the world, man. This is what's going on.
Everyone needs to have this tool to protect their home. This new military flashlight is
It was a three-county theft ring that originated here in Garland at Ricky Rocket's fuel station.
It is unusual because
It was at these pumps this white box truck sat mysteriously.
seeing this truck come to this location multiple times, they're there for an extended amount of time, so that piqued some curiosity.
Curiosity turned concern, which led to a call into Garland police.
A case in our property crimes. And
Investigators honed in on the truck and its 3 passengers.
The white truck facing that side and the food truck facing this side.
Jeray Morris noticed it too from where their business is.
Sitting idle, they seem to have been broke down. That was the issue. Someone was under the truck, seeming to do something with the tires.
Except it was not the tires.
Wow. Yes, sir. Unbelievable.
It was likely a diversion from the fuel being stolen right in front of them.
18,000 gallons from one location is a lot, and an
God
additional 1,500
dang.
from a second location.
18,000 gallons would last the average consumer 21 years, and it has an average value of $64,000.
Multiple trips had to have been made to take that much fuel from one location.
Garland detectives
Oh,
traced the
shit.
truck to Franklin and Bowie counties,
They were taken into custody.
made an arrest while they were in the act.
There was some kind of system within the box truck, which was allowing them to pump like so much at a time.
It took 3 people to pull off, all from Garland. Now all 3 are in custody, facing serious felonies in multiple counties.
Also, that they had been committing these offenses for quite some time.
Fuel thefts spiked last year. Police fear there may be more victims out there from this theft ring. In Dallas County, I'm Jobin Puttinger.
Man, this shit crazy, man. Hey, man.
Garland police say an organized fuel theft ring stole 18,000 gallons of fuel from one Garland gas station.
Hey, where there's a will, there's a way, boy. They're going to try to get that money any way possible, boy. 18,000 gallons of gas? I'm wondering how the hell that's... God damn. Boy, this shit crazy, man. Them boys getting good, boy. Them boys getting good. Ain't shit safe. They sitting at the gas station. You know how long that shit must have took to pump out 18,000 gallons of gas? And they talking about they thought he was fixing a tire? Man, that's crazy, man. You can't make no money, boy. These people figuring out how to do every damn thing, man. You got to be on point out here, man. You can't even be mad at the places that got the gas stations where the people I don't even know if they still have them shits, but in some places I know at one point you couldn't even pump your own gas. Somebody did it for you. They might need to go back to that. Cause that's at least they caught their ass, cause that's a big ass boy. Them boys gonna have gas for the low. God damn, where the hell you gonna store all this shit at? Man, that shit crazy, man. It's a crazy ass world we living in, man. We gotta be on point out here, man. Like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell for your boy, man. Appreciate y'all rocking with me, man.